Another question that I'm often asked concerning ProImage is how to export images. Very often people want to export one or more images for sending over the internet, and the preferred format for that would normally be JPEG or JPG file. And other times the idea of exporting an image would be to archive it for burning onto a CD to transfer images over and hand them off to a client so that he could take them off. Could be relocating perhaps to another place in the country. He's going to have another dentist and want to give them electronic records. So that would normally be the preferred format, would normally be TIFF file. So I'm going to show you how to do these two different ways of exporting images. The first one is where we have demo patient A, and we're going to open a template, and we're going to click on and select this entire upper arcade and view these selected images. And when I drop down the file menu, I get export image, export all images. Export image is really not too useful, not nearly as useful as export all images because of the fact that it only exports one. So in this case I'm going to show you how to export all of these that we've selected. It's much more likely to be what it is that you will do with this program and using it. So when I click on export all images, I now can navigate. In this case I'm going to go to my external drive, and I'm going to go into this large folder which has lots of information, and I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Demo Patient A. And I'm going to double click on that. Now I have my folder that I can put Demo Patient A into, and I'm going to make the file name Patient A. Now when I say save, I have quite a bewildering array of file formats to choose from. Again, I suggest using only two of these: for email, JPEG, and for archival purposes, TIFF. The Windows BMP is very good as well. However, I suggest leaving the default save as, all these different defaults, Q factor, flavors, and so forth. Leave them as is. You'll have the best results by saving it as is, and it's much simpler. We're going to choose the JPEG. I'm going to say OK. And that is pretty much it. We've now exported those into that folder on that remote drive, and I could then burn a CD or do anything that I want or send over the internet. We're going to take a look at those files. So I'm going to close these, then exit the template, go to the main screen here, minimize this, call up Windows Explorer, and under my computer I'm going to my external drive, and I'm going to find the demo patient. Here we have demo patient A, and notice that it took patient A and it named the 7 files -1, -2, -3. If I double click on the first one, I launch Windows Picture and Fax Viewer, and I can then go through and see that these are very good diagnostic quality JPEG images that could be sent over the internet. And that is one method of exporting the images. The other method is we can go into the database of a patient and we can select what we want to export and load, and essentially from this point it's exactly the same process. We go to export all images, and in this case I'm going to demo patient B. And change the name to patient B. Save. Select TIFF for archival, say OK, and we're done. I'm going to close these images out here, exit the database, go to the main screen, minimize my program. And another way of bringing up Windows Explorer is to right-click on the Start button and click on Explore. And that's exactly the same way. Go to my big external drive, go to this large folder, and look up Demo Patient B, which I now have here. Bring that up, and there are my TIFF files. And those files can be opened in Photoshop or any one of a number of other programs. And most image management, digital image management programs will handle this very common file format. So there we have a number of ways by which, a couple of different ways that we can export images, which is a very handy feature when using ProImage, because you may want to send images out for referrals, for archival purposes, any number of reasons.